Namaste, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining for another Tuesday morning yoga session. My name is Emily and I'm here with Leisure Room Productions, bringing you this 30-minute flow to get your morning going. So with that, we're going to get started. So go ahead and find your mat, find any props or practice aids that will help you deepen into your space. And we'll meet right here in an easy, comfortable seated position. All right. So from here, let's just go ahead and place the hands on tops of the knees. Let the shoulders relax down and gently close the eyes. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose, we'll bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And as you exhale, breathe out through the nostrils. Keeping that tongue planted on the roof of the mouth, we'll continue breathing like that in through the nose and out through the nose. We call this our Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi means oceanic breath, breath to build fire in the body. From here, we'll reach our hands up overhead, bringing the palms to touch, and just bring hands down to heart center. With your eyes closed, take a deep inhale here, and a big exhale here. Acknowledging ourselves in this space, becoming present in this moment, recognizing all the miniature little things that happened that led you to this point in space right here, right now. From here, we'll set an intention for this class. I like to start each class with an intention. So coming into that space of full potential, recognizing what comes up for you, where your energy is being called for, what higher manifestation you see in your life, what current energy you're working with now. It's from this space that we set an intention for this class. Taking a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Inhale as you reach the hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, let's bow forward, bringing the hands down to the earth. Just slowly crawling your way forward. Tip the chin, elongate the back of the neck. Slowly inhale here as you start to lift up. We'll bring our hands up overhead once again. Exhale as you plant the right hand down, stretching that left arm up and over, bending into your right elbow. Really reaching through those left fingertips as you ground through the left sits bones. Try to feel the opposing energy, the imposing force in this pose. I do that by spreading my hand nice and wide, really gripping down to the mat, really pressing my weight into that right hand, and really reaching through those left fingertips. Inhale as you come back up to center, bringing both hands to touch, and exhale as you do the same thing on the opposite side, so planting the left hand, stretching the right arm up and over. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching the hands up overhead. Exhale as you bring the right hand down to the left knee and the left hand behind you, sitting up tall on your inhale, twisting through your exhale. Taking your gaze over that left shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, coming back to center. Switching sides, left hand on right knee, right hand circling behind you, sitting up tall on your inhale, and twisting through the soft belly on your exhale. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, let's return to center. And from here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So go ahead and roll over the ankles or just flip onto the hands and knees. We'll place the palms right under the shoulders and the knees, hip width right under the hips. Untucking the toes, pressing down with the tops of the feet. Inhale as you lift the chin, let the belly drop, and splay through the tailbones, finding your cow pose. Exhale as you tuck the chin, round through the shoulders, hollow out through the belly, finding your cat pose. Inhale to cow as we start linking the breath. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Finding your own individual expression here in whatever way serves your body. Exhale to cat, just linking your breath with your movement. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And inhale back to neutral. From here, we're going to just elongate that right leg back behind us, tucking the right toes, and then just gently stretch into that left calf. Nice job. You'll start to feel it through the inner thigh here as well. Exhale, bring the knee back. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, send that left leg behind you, tucking the left toes as we gently stretch into that left calf. So here you can stretch as much as you want to or as little as you want to. It really depends on how close your heel is down to the ground. One more breath here. Exhale, bringing that left knee back. From here, we'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, bring the hands back towards the back of the mat, bringing the hands inside of the knees for our yogi squat. Pressing the knees away here. It's a great posture to get into right in the morning. Helps to get those digestive fluids flowing. Opens the hips. This is a counter pose to a deep hamstring stretch as well, just taking the weight off the hamstrings. So in so many ways, our yogi squat, our malasana pose is a queen. Take one more deep breath in here. As you exhale, slowly bring the hands down to the ground as you lift the hips. We'll keep nice deep bent knees here as we hang heavy in our Uttanasana forward fold. Take an inhale here as we halfway lift, bringing the hands to the shins or the thighs, straightening the back, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, tugging in the belly, and rocking the weight into the balls of the feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Deep breath in here, reaching the hands up overhead. As you exhale, sweep the hands back behind you as we lower the chest towards the thighs. We come into our half chair. From here, we'll rock up onto the balls of the feet, lifting our heels up off the earth, just like we're flying, trying to keep the balance. Deep breath in here. And then as we exhale, let's walk the fingertips forward and come into our downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Finding your alignment space here in this downward facing dog. Finding equal weight in the palms and the feet. And a nice stretch of the hamstrings, hips reaching up towards the sky, chest pressing down, gaze lifted. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Come into your plank pose. As you exhale, let's tag the right knee to the right elbow. Hold there for the exhale. Inhale, reach that right heel up to the sky. Toes pointed down. And as you exhale, we'll step that right foot forward and through, coming into a low runner's lunge. From here, we'll keep that left heel lifted in the back. And from here, let's reach the hands up towards the sky, finding our crescent lunge. So nice deep bend in that right knee, that right hip pulled back, arms reaching up towards the sky, gaze lifted. Deep breath in here, and deep breath out. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, sweep that left hand down to the ground, reaching the right hand high. We open up here for a twist. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. And as we exhale, we'll sweep the right hand down. We'll step that right foot back, finding that plank pose. And from here, let's lower the knees down. We'll lower through our modified chaturanga. Inhaling and sweeping forward to cobra, or up dog if you prefer, lifting the chin and the chest. And exhale, hips to heels. We'll touch our child's pose for a breath before we move into our downward facing dog. From here, we'll move to tabletop, and then tuck the toes and lift the hips, finding our downward facing dog. Deep breath in here, and deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward, find your plank pose. As you exhale, let's tag the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale here, exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift that left heel up to the sky, toes pointed down. And exhale, step that left foot forward and through. Low runner's lunge. Keeping that right heel lifted, we'll inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the sky. So we're in our crescent lunge. Lifting the gaze. Nice deep bend in that left knee. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And your next exhale, we'll sweep that right hand down to the instep of the left foot, reaching that left hand high. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale as you sweep the left hand down. We'll step the left foot back and find our plank pose. Once again, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, let's drop the knees down. We'll flow through this variation of our chaturanga here, scooping forward for up dog or cobra, and exhaling into our child's pose, or if you prefer, hopping into downward facing dog, feel free. Inhaling up here, for tabletop, and then tucking our toes and lifting our hips into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's walk the fingertips to the back of the mat. Take an inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. Inhale as you sweep the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, take a side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, take a side bend over to the left. Inhaling back to center. Keeping the hands together up at the top, we'll exhale, sitting our hips into chair pose. Bending at the knees. Lifting the gaze. Working to keep a nice long back. Deep breath in here. Exhale, sweeping the hands back to half chair. We lower the chest. Let's rise up onto the balls of the feet here, lifting the heels away from the earth. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we'll run the fingertips back to the front of the mat and find our downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, shifting forward, finding plank pose. Exhale, tag right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift the right heel up to the sky, toes pointed down. Exhale, step that right foot forward and through. We'll inhale to lift the fingertips up to the sky, deep breath in here. And exhale as you bring the left hand down to the ground, reaching the right hand high. Deep breath in here, reaching through those right fingertips. Exhale, let it go. On your inhale, let's lift the torso, keeping this twist, and take our gaze to the back, maybe reaching past those right fingertips. Deep breath in here. Exhale, sweep the hands down to the ground. From here, we're going to lower that left knee down. Untuck those left toes and start to straighten that right leg, finding our half split. Right toes reaching up off the mat. Deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale as we start to move forward. We'll plant the hands and tuck the left toes. From here, we'll step that right foot back. Now, option here before we move into our child's pose is to open up into our side plank. Side plank, we lift the right arm, stack the heels, or you can do it one separate than the other for a little bit more stability. Deep breath in here. Exhale, sweeping the right hand down. Maybe lowering those knees down. Coming down for chaturanga. Scooping forward for up dog or cobra. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Or into your child's pose for a breath. And then moving into your tabletop. And then exhaling into your downward facing dog. Nice job. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward for plank pose. Exhale, tag left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift up the left heel. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reaching the hands high for your crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweeping the right hand down to the instep of the left foot, waving that left hand high. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we'll lift the torso, maintaining this twist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. We'll lower the right knee down and straighten that left leg. Left toes popping up off the earth. we find our half split. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Inhale as you walk the fingertips back to the front of the mat, tucking the right toes. And then stepping that left foot back. We'll stack the heels and turn to the right side for our side plank. Planting that right palm down, lifting the left hand to the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, float that left hand down. We'll lower the knees. Lower chin and chest. Inhale, scooping forward for up dog or cobra. And exhale, hips to heels, child's pose, or into your down dog. Inhale, finding your tabletop pose. And exhale, tipping the heels down, we find our downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. From here, let's shift to plank pose. From here, we'll bring the knees down to the earth and walk the hands back towards the thighs. Placing the hands on top of the glutes, we'll draw the elbows back behind us, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. On our inhale, let's press the hips forward as we lift the chin and the chest, opening the heart. And as we begin to move towards our counter posture, we'll bring the forearms down to the earth, leave the hips lifted, and bring the forehead down to the earth, finding our puppy pose. From here, let's cross the ankles, roll onto the hips, and we'll extend the legs out in front of us. Placing the hands down by the sides, we'll press down for our seated staff pose, Dandasana, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the toes flexed, and the abdomen nice and strong, engaging the thighs so much so that the heels maybe lift up off the earth. Taking a deep breath in here, and a deep breath out. Nice job. From here, we'll plant the heels down and bring the hands back behind us, fingertips pointing forward. We'll lift into our reverse tabletop, lifting the hips away from the earth, pressing down through the feet. Deep breath in here. Exhale, lowering the hips down. From here, we'll tuck the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Centering our torso over this left leg, we'll fold in over this left thigh. Working to keep a nice long back. Centering our gaze at the tip of the nose or at the tip of the toe. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sitting back up, we'll extend the right leg out long and tuck the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. And then gently begin to move forward in our forward fold here, centering our torso over this right thigh, keeping the right toes engaged. Nice long back here. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice job. Inhale, sitting up tall. Stretching both legs out in front of us, we'll fold in for our Paschimottanasana. So sitting up tall on our inhale, and then as we exhale, slowly starting to bow in, bringing our hands to perhaps the shins or the ankles. If you have a strap, this is a great space to use it. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. We'll scooch the bottom forward so that we can recline onto our back. Hugging the knees into our chest. We'll rock from side to side, massaging our low back. Beginning to enter a space of gratitude for this practice as we work through the remaining finishing poses here. Extending those heels up towards the sky, hands following, rolling in one direction and then the other. Gratitude for this body and all the many things it allows us to do each and every day. Gratitude for this heart and mind that brings us into the space, acknowledges our needs. Planting the heels down on the ground, we'll bring the arms down by the sides. On your inhale, squeeze through those inner thighs as we lift the hips up off the earth. We find our bridge pose. Really reaching through the hips here, keeping the back of the head grounded. Deep breath in here. Exhale, letting the hips come down to the earth. Inhale, reaching those hips up once again. Squeezing through the inner thighs. And exhale, letting the hips come down to the earth. And one more, we'll inhale. Squeeze through those inner thighs. Lifting the hips. And exhaling, letting them come down. Letting the knees fall over to the right side as you spread the arms wide. Taking your gaze over the left shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale, bringing the knees up. Letting them fall over to the left side. Nice and easy. Taking your gaze over to the right. Deep breaths in here. And deep breath out. Deep breaths in. And deep breath out. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, start to bring the knees back to the chest. With a gentle squeeze around the shins and a gentle rock in the low back. We'll enter our final resting pose for this class, Shavasana. Feel free to take any other additional poses that you'd like before entering the space. If you're with me here in Shavasana, we'll turn our palms open towards the sky. Reach the shoulders away from the ears. Release our Ujjayi Pranayama and just return to our normal breathing. Acknowledging all the work that was done in this class this morning, bringing you to a greater sense of being, a more energized, peaceful, and calm way to start your day. Acknowledging all of the others practicing right along with you around the world, as well as the teachers learning and teaching around the world as well. Beginning to put a little movement in the fingertips and the toes. Rocking the head from side to side. On your next inhale, let's pull the knees up into the chest. Wrapping our forearms around and giving ourselves a nice big hug. And then on our next exhale, we'll begin to rock ourselves forward into a seated position. Feel free to make your own way there, however you choose. Finding a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to the tops of the knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out. Releasing anything that could be holding us back today. Any energy we no longer need to move forward with all of this awareness. Deep breath in here. And exhale, let it go. The light in me deeply honors and reflects the light and love in each of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thanks again for joining us in this Tuesday morning yoga flow. We'll be right back here next week, so stay tuned and we'll see you next week.